Good morning, everyone. Well done again for showing up, for doing this, setting up yourself to get some movement, to stretch the body, to strengthen, to connect with the breath. So much that is happening when we practice. So let's bring the hands on the knees and sit comfortably. Find the seat bones nice and grounded. And perhaps as we ground them, then the tailbone tilts towards the back. So try now to align the spine. Relax the shoulders down, align the neck, and close your eyes. Relax the abdomen. Bring the gaze up. Feel the expansion in between the eyebrows. If at any point or any day that you try to raise the gaze up, you feel tension on that area, it's better to drop the gaze towards the tip of the nose. But when we are able to experience that expansion, perhaps some light, some colors would appear with a feeling of lightness, of connection with yourself, and perhaps even with higher energies. Keep breathing nice and long, directing the breathing all the way towards the lower part of the abdomen. If you find that this is challenging, then start just with abdominal breathing, creating the expansion as we inhale and contraction as we exhale, letting go. And keep breathing, linking the movement with the breath. But first is the breathing and then the movement. Notice if there's any part of the body that needs relaxing, that needs attention, that needs some energy to flow, to let go of any tension, whether it's emotional or physical. See if you can lengthen the spine and the neck a little bit more. Bring the chin slightly towards the chest. Feeling uplifted from the top of the crown of the head. And with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart, pressing gently. And as we start with our gratitude practice, perhaps you want to choose your two things as something that is been already in your life for a long time, but that you are ready to let go. You appreciate, you give thanks for it, and then you let it go. Releasing any tension, any attachment, preparing yourself to create space for the new to come. And then set your intentions for this practice. We'll be doing today some activation of the sixth chakra, so all the area around the neck, the throat, the chest, the shoulders, the upper back. And then you can set the intentions for your day if you wish. Inhaling, raise the palms up, chin up, head back, arch the spine, and then exhaling, spreading the arms through the sides, lowering slowly, resting the hands on your lap, relax the shoulders, breathing deeply. And as we allow the chin come closer towards the chest, and we do another deep breath in and out. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. So make sure when we do the deep breath that they are as long in the inhalation as the exhalation, because we're going to be focusing on this area. Sometimes we hold tension on the shoulders, on the chest, even on the upper back, because when we inhale in deeper and longer than the exhalation. So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to try to exhale for longer. So bring the hands on your knees, and then bring the elbows closer to you and arch the spine, looking up, inhaling, and then exhaling, extend the arms, lean back, chin to chest, and exhale fully. And when you can't exhale anymore, then inhaling, elbows towards the ribs, arching the spine, tailbone back. And exhaling for as long as you can, squeezing the abdomen. And when you want to inhale, do so. Tailbone towards the back, shoulders back, upper back active, and then exhaling, shoulders forward, creating that space in between the shoulder blades, and exhaling fully. And last time, inhale when you're ready, and exhale. Good, and then come back towards the center, and then we cross the legs on the other way. Again, bring the hands on your knees, and inhaling, bring the shoulders up as high as you can towards the ears, and then exhaling, relax them down. Good. Again, inhaling and exhaling slowly. Instead of letting go, we'll do that later because we're warming up. We're inhaling as high as we can, and then with some resistance, lowering down slowly. Once again, inhale. And slowly exhaling down. Good, and now we do 3. Inhaling as high as you can, and then exhaling, let go. Inhale and exhale. And last time, in and out. Good, so when we raise the shoulders up, make sure that the chin is neutral. But we're going to do a different exercise now. So come back towards the center. And from here, bring the shoulders back and down, creating that extra space between ears and shoulders, and feeling the chest engaged, the core engaged. And then bring the left ear towards the left shoulder, but bring the chin slightly up, so it stays neutral. And then feel the stretch on the right side. Keeping the hands both at the same level. And if you want to deepen into the stretch, then bring the upper arms closer towards the ribs. Breathe slowly. Relax the jaw. And if the elbows are closer to the ribs, you can actively pull towards the side. If the arms are relaxed, then just allow the weight. Good, and then inhaling, coming back to center, and exhaling the other way. Breathing slowly. Try to bring the ear closer towards the shoulder, squeeze the elbows on the ribs, And as the core is active, then pulling a little bit more. Good, and then inhaling, coming back to center, and exhaling, chin to chest. Keeping the spine straight, just chin to chest. Squeezing the abdomen as you exhale. Expanding as you inhale. Good, and then from here, bring the chin up and interlace the fingers in front of you. And keeping the wrists aligned. So instead of bringing the wrists together, then stretched out. And round the spine as much as you can. Bring the chin to the chest. The arms very active. The palms are facing towards you. Towards you, the palms. There, good. And then stretch. Good, and then inhaling, retract with the shoulders, arch the spine, and this time bring the wrists touching together so the arms are stronger and looking up. Feel the work from the middle of the spine. Time towards the upper palate, head back. And then exhaling round. And extend, open the hands wider. Good, and then last time inhaling, retract, arch, and look up. Turn towards the upper palate. Good, and then slowly come back to center, release the arms and shake. Good, and then we bring the right hand stretched out with the palm down, and then bring it towards the side as much as possible. With the elbow lock, we can lock it because there's no weight, and the fingers well spread so the arm is active, and keep pulling towards the side. Keep breathing slowly. Good, and then from there, bend the elbow and bring it all the way up. And then bring the chin towards the chest. Try to reach with the middle finger towards the middle of the spine. Bring the chin towards the chest as much as you can. So normally when we're trying to reach towards the middle of the spine, then we'll arch the spine, right? To try to reach further. But now because we've got the chin towards the chest, then we just try to reach wherever we can. Feel the middle back muscles engaged. Breathe slowly. Good, and then inhaling. Now arch and try to pull that elbow a little bit further back. Good, and then release. Inhaling, bring both arms up. And then exhaling, lowering down. If there is any tension on the chest, then perhaps you notice my one, sometimes it gets tight and it really made a click there. So now we do the other one. Straighten the arms, pull in as much as you can, feeling the stretch from the shoulder, the upper arm. Breathe slowly. And actively with the opposite arm pulling towards the back. Good, and then bend the elbow and bring it up and middle finger towards the middle of the spine. Bring the chin towards the chest. Don't worry about how far you're reaching. Just try to bring the chin as closer to the chest as you can. Make sure the jaw is relaxed. The breathing is a little bit more compromised because the throat is a little bit more tight as we bring the chin towards the chest. Good, and then arch the spine. Bring the chin to neutral. Breathe in deeply. Relax the jaw. 2 more rounds of breath. Good, and then inhaling, opening the arms all the way up and all the way down. And we raise them up again. Inhale, look up, and exhaling, lowering down. Good. We're going to do it again. I'm just going to get down. Don't want to fall forward. So what we're doing is staying exactly where you are, doing the same movement, inhaling, reaching up, arching the spine. And as we exhale, we bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers again, but this time very active with the arms trying to pull towards the back of the head. Chin up, tongue towards the upper palate, and bring the chest forward. Keep leaning forward as much as you can, keeping the arms active, and keep breathing. Keep the core engaged. Breathe slowly. And when you get to your maximum, bring the hips towards the back a little bit more. See if you can. Good. And then from there, bring the chin towards the chest and try to touch with the crown of the head or with the forehead on the mat. And then inhaling, coming up slowly. Good. And then release. And shake. So if that was difficult, then try to practice a little bit more. So now bring a cushion under the hips. Let's all do it together actually. And I'll tell you the trick to go a little bit forward. It's a little bit, it gives impression as you try to come forward the first few times because we don't like to have the floor very close. But the thing is having the arms very active and coming forward instead of with the shoulders, coming forward with the chest. And then there's going to be a moment that there's a lot of tension on the back of the thighs. So then bring the hips towards the back a little bit more and keep the arms very active. As we have the arms very active, then we don't feel so much tension anywhere else. And then when we reach to the maximum, then bring the chin to the chest and see if the crown of the head touches the mat. Keeping the arms active at all times so we can then come up to neutral. Good. Raising the shoulders, aligning and shake. Good. Perhaps try that a few more times. Stretch the legs, bounce and shake. We used to have to do that every single day with Pratima, with our guru in India when we were practicing to start the session. No, to finish the session. So it was quite a challenge, but at the end, if you practice, then you get it. Now we're going to bring the hands aligned with the shoulders, the knees with the hips. Engage the core. Good, and then cat cow, inhaling. Bring the chest as closer to the mat as you can. Bend the elbows, but make sure that the elbows don't come out, but rather towards the ribs. And look up. As you look up, bring the tongue towards the upper palate, shoulders back, and then exhaling round, chin to chest. From the middle of the spine. Exaggerating the movement as much as you can. Inhaling. And exhaling. So to exaggerate the movement with the neck and the throat, that's what we want. The shoulders need to be closer from behind as we inhale. And as we exhale, we expand as much as possible so we can bring the chin to the chest and it will be safe. Good, and once again, inhale. And exhale. Good, and then keep the spine round, tuck the toes under and lift yourself up into downward facing dog. Try to bring the heels down and then inhale and bring them up high. So when we bring them up high, then we feel more weight on the hands. And when we bring the heels down, ideally we should feel the weight evenly spread. If you're still feeling more weight on the hands, then bring the chest towards the thighs. Breathe slowly. And perhaps because it's the first downward facing dog of the day, then you feel tension on the back of the legs. So just bend the knees one at a time. Linking with the breathing. Fingertips active. Good, and then stop the bend in the knees. the pedaling, bring the hips higher. Good, and then from here, tiptoes, bring the knees down. Good, and then engage the core, and then inhaling, bring the right leg out, hips square, and then exhaling the left. So we come into plank. Soften the elbows, the legs are active, the glutes, the core, the upper back. Make sure you're not overextending from the shoulders. Relax them down so the back is active, the arms as well. Good, and then from here, bring the legs down, the thighs, slowly, and then bring the forehead down on the mat. The thumbs are in the middle of the chest, toes pointing, shoulders back and down, squeezing with the arms, the ribs, the sides. Bring the chin towards the chest as much as you can and feel the work on the middle part of the spine, middle back. And now squeeze the heels and the big toes touching and inhaling, coming up into Cobra. Lifting up from the chest, bring the elbows to the side so the whole core is very active. Looking up. Good, and then exhaling, lowering down. Shoulders back and down. Squeeze the glutes, the legs, the feet, and inhaling, coming up. Looking up. Shoulders back and down. And keep the engagement of the feet touching together so the legs are more active. Good, and exhaling, lowering down. Good, and then we do it once again, inhaling, coming up. Shoulders back. Keep breathing. And the more you squeeze the feet together, the stronger you'll be, and the more you can lift yourself up because the whole body is strong and is supported. Good, and then exhaling, lowering down. And now from here, use your arms to bring you up into up dog. Shoulders back and down, back bend. And then exhaling, bring the hips to the back, stretch the spine, stomach in, bring the knees together first, forehead down and stretch the arms away from you, and then allow them to rest. Relax the spine. If you feel any tension, you can wiggle the hips side to side. Breathe in deeply. The eyes closed, the gaze up, the jaw relaxed. One more round of breath. Good, and then inhaling, lifting the head up. Keep looking down so you don't feel dizzy. And then the knees down. And bring the hips all the way down, supporting with the body and laying down again. But this time, Shalavasana. So we bring, Shalavasana. I've forgotten the name. Doesn't matter. Bring the hands under the hips, elbows to the sides, chin to the mat. And once we are in the initial position, again, bring the feet together, the toes pointing, so the legs and the glutes are engaged. And the shoulders and elbows are pressing down here as well. Bring the chin down. And when you have the lower part of the body engaged, the shoulders, the elbows, inhaling, lifting the head up, and bring the elbows up. Bend and up. But keeping the hands with the palms touching your hips. Exhaling, lowering down. Yes, so we are almost like stepping with the hips on the palms. Now, we do 3 with the breathing, inhaling, coming up. The more you squeeze the arms to the sides, the stronger the back, the more you can lift up. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling, coming up. Good. And exhaling, lowering down. And last time, inhaling. And exhaling. Now release the hands and stretch the arms all the way out. And this time you can keep the feet hip width apart. Make the fist, but just with the 4 fingers, not with the thumb. The thumb is pointing up. Bring the forehead down. And then as we inhale in, we're lifting the arms and the legs up. Lifting up, inhale. Arms and leg lifting up off the mat. And exhaling, lowering down. Twice more, inhaling. Exhaling. And once again, inhale. And exhale. Good, and then bring the hands to the middle of the chest and bring yourself up into up dog first. Good, and then bring yourself back. This time, big toes touching, knees towards the sides, and stretch the arms. Adho Mukha Virasana. Relax the chest towards the mat. Breathe slowly. Eyes closed and gaze up. Or if you'd rather have them open, focus on the tip of the nose and keep crawling with the fingertips away from you. Good, and then from there, with the next inhalation, walk back with the hands to sit on your heels. Bring the hands on your hips, shoulders back and down, and last time arching, looking up, and tongue towards the upper back lip, feeling that throat nice and strong, the shoulders back, upper back strong, looking towards the back. Keep breathing. And with the next exhalation, keep the shoulders active, the upper back active. Bring the chin always first and then release the back and then round. This time bring the knees touching and then allow the arms to come forward. And then by your sides, palms facing up, and completely let go of any holdings. As important is to do, to work. Same is to rest, to let go. It doesn't work if we only do one of them. We need to do both. Using each relaxation, each resting pose as a recovery. Good, and then engage the core, inhaling, come up and sit on your heels. Keep looking down, shoulders back and down. Good, and then when you're ready to move, bring the hands in front of you, tuck the toes under, and roll on your tiptoes. Walk back with the hands, bring the hips higher, and then exhaling, forward fold, and very slowly rounding the spine, toes active, start coming up to standing and shoulders back and down. Good, and when you're up, just shake your legs, shake your arms. Good, and now grab your blanket to get ready for your Savasana. Well done for your practice. Now it's time to completely relax just for a few minutes. Stretch the legs, the arms, close your eyes. And if you want to play with this practice of the moon cycle, just so you know, there's been some changes since yesterday with the Sun and Sagittarius aligned together, and apparently is a super positive energy, is creative energy, helping us to do things that perhaps we haven't done before, that we wanted to do for a long time, even if it's just to try to experiment new things, to discover a new way of living your life, so you can feel the abundance, all the opportunities that life brings us when we set ourselves to it. When we are able to let go of old patterns of limiting beliefs, things that we've been carrying perhaps since we were kids, perhaps from our parents, from our grandparents, and even further than that. So allow yourself to be open and to experience. And then let go completely all the control of your body. The gaze is up, the jaw relaxed. Just another 2 minutes. Keeping the gaze up and the awareness on your breathing, on your heartbeat, on your background noise, if there is any of these three things that you can engage with, at least for a while. And then gently start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Breathing deeply. And bring the feet together. Raise the right arm or the left one if you have low blood pressure. And roll towards the right side if you have the right arm stretched, or towards the left. And just hold yourself there. Keep the eyes closed, the gaze up, the jaw relaxed. And inhaling, use your arms to bring you up to a sitting position. Relax the shoulders, align the spine, align the neck. Keep the gaze up. And we're going to sing one Om. Allow yourself to feel the vibrations all the way from the top of the crown of the head, 7th chakra, towards the 6th chakra, in between the eyebrows, 5th chakra that we've been working on today, around the throat, the ears, 4th chakra, the heart, 3rd chakra, around the belly button for confidence, 2nd chakra, just below the belly button, and 1st chakra, under the base of the spine. Visualize all these points. Inhale deeply. Inhale and exhale. And with the palms together in prayer position, bring the thumbs towards the third eye for the right thoughts and exhale. Inhaling, bring them closer to the mouth for the right word, the right say, and exhale. And inhaling, bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. With a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. So we've been working on that area of the fifth chakra, around the communication chakra. Yes, so if we want to attract something, if we want to start doing something different from tomorrow, that is the new moon, then we can today be more clear. And we also, what invites us this new moon is to be super clear in what you want, but also be kind in how you put your message out, and be loving. And have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let me know if there's any questions. No.